Hello to my Virgos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get into it. For those of you all who follow the moon phases, the moon has moved into Aries. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let us see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Let us see what's in your cards. All right, so here we have the Six of Cups. Here we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Here we have the Strength card, Chariot card. Here we have the King of Wands. Six of Cups. Somebody's feeling pretty nostalgic. Thinking about their childhood. Going back to their childhood. Virgos. Yeah, going back to their childhood. Going back to their childhood. Thinking about some things in their childhood. Maybe looking up to a loved one in your childhood where people may have, looking at somebody who you felt was pretty fortunate in your childhood. Maybe a couple of people, in your childhood. That you looking back now in hindsight, you may have felt pretty fortunate to have. Like now that you're on your throne, praying, who could have been like mother figures to you. Could have been like mother figures to you, right? And also maybe a father, like a strong father figure to you, whether it's your dad or like a father figure to you. And know that you are not crazy. Like, know that you're not crazy in your mind. So when people want to say things to you like you crazy, like, oh, you need your head examined. What's wrong with you? Right? You can kind of sort of look back and just count your blessings. That's when we talk about the Wheel of Fortune. You kind of count your blessings and look at how you've learned how to heal yourself, right? Through that lens. Right? Just going back, right? So when you're at a fork in the road, we're talking about the Chariot card, when you're at a fork in the road, when people want to put you in survival mode, then you can always take the high road, right? When you feel like you're in situations where you don't feel fortunate, or if a person says something dark to you, right? You're not, let's say, for instance, somebody says you're not smart enough or you didn't make the cut. Like, let's say somebody says, or somebody says something about your child or your grandchild or something, like, or they put them in survival mode, or somebody says something to you that puts you, or you're, they didn't come from, people say pretty harmful or hurtful things, because that would be like the Eight of Swords here, like to try to restrict people in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right? You try to go back to your nostalgia, like go back through those memories, draw from those memories, draw from your childhood memories, right? And take the high road. This is the Chariot card. When you're kind of sort of at a fork in the road. That's what Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to do. Is just go back to where you felt fortunate, right? And that's where everybody can draw from those memories. It's not by coincidence, that everybody has something that they can draw from. Even if it wasn't, you can think back to your own family. You can think back to something you can draw from. And that's what Source is trying to help everybody to learn how to do. Is like draw back from some part of your life that's not dark. There's some part of your life where you didn't feel like it was where you had good memories, where you weren't in survival mode, something that you felt fortunate, some part of your life where you felt fortunate, in that area? Was it a grandparent? Was it a parent? Was it a best friend? Was it a, you know, so somebody can come out of this wilderness mindset. So you can pray for other people to come out of a wilderness mindset. So then when you speak, whenever you send out into the universe, when you're doing the mirror work, that's what Source is trying to help somebody to do. When you're doing the mirror work, when you look in the mirror, you see the light in you. So when you're looking at another human being, or you're talking about another human being, you don't look at them as that they're crazy. You can see the light in them too. You don't see somebody that they're always lying, they're crazy, something's wrong with them, they're always lying. You said, okay, they're going back through some memory in their mind. Somebody may have something, they're looking up to something is nostalgic for them. They're going in through their mind, something. So some kind of a sacrifice, was made here. Right, here we have the Ten of Cups here. Yeah, some kind of sacrifice was made. To create harmony and peace. Yeah, some kind of sacrifice was made to create some kind of harmony and peace in someone's life. Even if it was for a short period of time. Okay. This is yeah, some kind of sacrifice is made in people's lives. In a weird kind of way here. Let me see how I can explain this when I look at this reading here. Don't know if I want to necessarily touch this because sometimes when I'm doing readings sometimes I just get tired of being attacked. I get tired, like, listen, not because of me. I mean, I could take it. I could take it. Somebody's putting some comments under my videos, but I really don't want other people to get triggered. I mean, I really don't want other people to get triggered. I could just come right out and say it, but I really don't want other people to get triggered under my videos. And I'm gonna just put it that way. I'm gonna try to just continue on with the reading, but I really don't want other people to get triggered. One, it's the holidays, and it's a lot of holiday blues. A lot of people are going through a lot of things right now. I know because I get a lot of text messages, from people. But I'm just gonna put it this way. A lot of families make sacrifices, for their kids to feel protected and feel like they're in a safe space. And a lot of people think that, their kids are crazy when they're sharing information, about things. Just that's something that's nostalgic, for them. That puts them sort of like in, that made them feel safe. And if you're dealing with, if you're dealing with energies that are jealous of that puts them in survival mode. Almost like, I don't know who, like somebody could put them in survival mode. It's like, okay, that's evil, that's demonic, how could that make you feel safe? But everybody needs to feel safe. Everybody needs to feel nurtured, like they're in spaces where they feel safe and they feel nurtured. That's not crazy. That is not crazy. for people to want to feel safe and to feel nurtured, especially kids, like to feel like they're, you know, like they're not being sacrificed. Here's the Lover's card. So, Source is saying that somebody is making a decision. Source is making a decision first. That's first and foremost. Source inside of you is making a decision to go back to your childhood. You are going back to your childhood of where you felt most safe in your own childhood. Where did you feel most safe in your childhood? Who did you feel most safe around? So that you know that when people are telling you who they felt most safe around, most safe around in their childhood, that if somebody now is telling you who they felt most safe around, no matter how many people are saying that they are lying, that they're in survival mode and they need help for whatever reason, that they're being sacrificed in some way, shape, or fashion, that somebody won't think that they're crazy. That somebody won't think that they're crazy. So this reading is very interesting. It's interesting because you all are earth signs, but out of the 3 earth signs, because you all are mutable signs, you all actually it may be easiest for you to understand because if a person said to you, Virgos, they would leave a relationship that seems like, let's say for instance, you have a friend. Okay, let's say somebody is married, right? Let's say you have a friend that's married, and it seems like they're twin flame, right? They seem like they're with their twin flame. And their twin flame it seems like their twin flame, right? But they're in survival mode. But let's say they got this nice big house, they got the cars, the sprawling yard, all of this other stuff, things that a lot of people would be like, oh my God, I don't even know why you want to give up that. Like, you must be crazy. You need your head examined. Why in the world would you want to give that up? Oh no. But the person is in a space where somebody is really hot-headed. They are really, really hot-headed. What in the world would make somebody want to give that up? They have got to be crazy. They just hit the jackpot. They should feel fortunate. But what if they are in a relationship with somebody who wants them to bow down to them like they're their God? And they're being sacrificed. Out of the 3 earth signs, Virgo would be the easiest one to be able to analyze that. And they are not crazy. Whoever's saying this to you, you better pick up on the water. If you flush your water out, you better pick up on that. If a child says that Virgo, let's say Virgo is the grandparent or the parent. If a child says Virgo is my favorite parent or grandparent, and somebody says, why, but Virgo, you don't have the house, the car, the money, the all of the stuff the bells and whistles at your house and the cars and all this other stuff, but let's say the other parent or the other whoever got all the other stuff going on, somebody would be like, you must be crazy. They got all that stuff over there. Virgo don't really have anything. Y'all see where this is going? You see where this is going? People put too much emphasis on this, the money, the material. But you all, being the meticulous zodiac sign, should be able to see who is in survival mode. That's what Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to see, where people feel most safest, where people feel most safe, and that people are not crazy. That people are not crazy. That's what Source is trying to tell you. Is like the Six of Cups is really connecting people with helping you all to analyze spaces where people are holding on, are still connected to spaces where people are in spaces where they're unhealthy and wounded, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's just growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and Source is trying to use you all to see it. Keeps coming out in the cards. It just keeps coming out in the cards for you all. Keeps coming out in the cards. Here's the Seven of Swords. So when you all walk away, this could be a woman, man, whoever. When you all walk away and cracks start to show in a foundation and people are saying, oh, Virgo is deceitful, it is because you finally walking away from something, whether it's a job, family, friends, whatever, and people are saying, what in the world is Virgo walking away from when they had it all? When Virgo had it all, why are they walking away? What is wrong with Virgo? Virgo must be crazy. Virgo must be crazy. Because you got all these people around you. All they focusing on is the money. All they focusing on is the material world. And you got that many people around you. And you mean to tell me nobody could pick up on an inflection in your voice? What in the world is wrong? Nobody could see that you were in survival mode? It's time to do a deep detox. It's time to do a deep detox. Because somebody can't see that somebody being used as a pawn. Somebody's child or grandchild is being used as a pawn. And everybody's standing around acting like they can't see what in the world is going on. Cannot see that somebody is in survival mode, crying out for help. Don't feel safe. I mean, I don't... Here we have the Two of Wands. So I don't know who it is, Virgos, but somebody need to get into prayer warrior mode. Somebody need to get into prayer warrior mode and stop being confused about everything else that's going on around you. Get into prayer warrior mode. I would not ever call another human being crazy. I would never say another dark thing about another human being on planet Earth. Looking at what I'm seeing here on planet Earth, I wouldn't say it. If I was a woman, I would never say another thing bad about another woman's skills as a mother. If I was a father, I would never say anything negative about another father. If I was somebody's child, I wouldn't say anything negative. That's about period, about another human being, period, I wouldn't. Because somebody is not picking up on somebody being used as a pawn. Too many people calling people crazy for walking away, instead of people like, okay, how in the world could this person walk away from all of this stuff and nobody's not seeing something? Like, what? People can't see people being talked down to, like a dog. People being talked down to. This could either look like people are running away from something, or this could look like people are getting laser focused. Matter of perspective. But either way, whether people are running away from something or getting focused, people are finally getting rest. Somebody is finally getting some rest, just getting away from certain energies who have been using them as a pawn. There is a man here who is a very hot-headed energy. Very hot-headed energy. Okay, we had to make a little bit more room. But yeah, there is not enough money on planet Earth. I don't care if somebody hit the lottery for $100 million. That's a lot of money. But there's not enough money on planet Earth to compromise somebody's mental health, physical health, to put somebody in this right here in survival mode. Run this hot-headed energy right here. To keep using somebody as a pawn in a chess game. They don't feel safe. Whoever these kids are, they don't feel safe. It could be a child or it could be kids. They don't feel safe. And they could be a young adult kids. They could be little kids. They don't feel safe. So emotionally, somebody's gonna feel like they hit the jackpot when they flush all of this toxic. So something about something is going to cause somebody to get focused. That's all I can say. Something's going to cause somebody to get focused. There's not that much money in the world. I don't care who you are. There's not that much money in the world. I just saw, what's his name? Multi-billionaire basically was saying, yeah, money can give you a different life, but after a while, it goes right on back to just like everybody else. You can buy a certain amount of things for a while, but then you just go back to just the same. So anyway, somebody's getting ready to somebody's about to go back to their own childhood and just start remembering the places where they felt safest in their own childhood and recognize people aren't crazy. People are not crazy. You're not on pause overthinking something for a reason. Somebody's about to get laser focused. Somebody's about to get focused and go straight into prayer warrior mode. Because you got loved ones at stake here. You got people in common and it's not just loved ones, it's people that you have the same thing in common with. These are other human beings that you have the same thing in common with. That's what you get ready to go into prayer about. People across bodies of water dealing with the same hot-headed energies. And this is touching and agreeing across bodies of water. So, yeah, let go and let God. You inspire some people to heal, but you made a positive impact on some people. But pray and meditate. Get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Get focused. Yeah, you dealing with some energies who like to talk down on people. It's you versus you. Time to start dating again for somebody. But prepare for an increase in pay. Drink more water as a form of self-care. Love up on yourselves. Third eye chakra cleanse. The new one is extra special. Move in silence and move in peace. The answers you seek are coming. Somebody has foreknowledge of something. Let me see. The next love interest will make you happier. The Taurus involved. An organization is involved. Somebody was married to somebody. Partnership in business and or in love. Somebody has a baby with somebody, a child with somebody, or kids with somebody. Leo is involved. Pisces could be involved in something. Cancer, Gemini, or some twins could be involved. Somebody could have felt lucky or fortunate at first. Or felt like emotionally they hit the jackpot at first. That's what it could have felt like at first. Like they hit the jackpot. Remember, time is relative. So, but I do see somebody making it to their throne. I do see somebody praying, and moving on. You have the whole world in front of you looking at your cards here. Here we have 14, I am practical. So you are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you're wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time and attention and efforts are meaningful. Yeah. So it's a turning point. It's a turning point for you, but I do see somebody kind of going back, like I said, kind of going back to your childhood and just kind of sort of looking up to just being grateful, looking at like the highlights, of your childhood, not being ashamed of anything, just kind of pulling from the positives in the people around you, not looking at, from a critical standpoint where I wish I had this and I wish I had that, and if my life was this way and all of that, and pushing that to the side. And looking at like where you felt most safe, and that's what you're feeling like you're having common with people. And not looking at people are lying about this and lying about, and they're crazy. That's very low vibrational. You're connecting with people who felt most safest. And if you are the person that people are saying, like let's say, like I said, if it's a grandchild, if it's your grandchild, if it's your like if you're the if you have a child with someone, we're not talking about someone else's child. We're talking about if you have a child with someone, like you and your person, y'all were together, y'all were married or thought about getting married or whatever. Y'all came together, procreated, y'all have a child together, and that child says they feel safest with you. And you feel like that person is using your child as a pawn, and people are saying, oh, basically like you crazy or whatever the case may be. That's what Source is basically saying. It's not a competition. Something is not a competition. Somebody could really, really be in survival mode. It is not, somebody need to come out of that competition mindset. It's not a game. Somebody is really for real being used as a pawn. Stop the conversation. Stop the... Yeah. Basically, Source is saying adults need to act like adults for real. Like this not a competition. This is not a competition. It's not a competition. Somebody needs some help. So, my body is complete and ever healing. I welcome the idea of perfect health into my mind, body, and spirit. My mind is healed. My body is healed. I am perfectly whole. I am perfectly whole. Yeah, there's a very, I don't know who this is for. There's a very hot-headed man involved in something. He's very hot-headed, and people don't. Yeah. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful to somebody, but sources really about to get you focused. Sources about to get you real focused. So get focused. Go into prayer mode so you can get some clarity. Stop talking to people and get focused. Get into prayer mode. All right. Bye.